whose name is Cody Fleming. That's the homeboy. Go home, boy, before you get evicted. We about to get it on. Your boy Josh Harper, the favorite in a row. The real deal, Hill, Daddy Bills is a beast with the mouthpiece. Talk dumb and up on the floor. Tell me when to go. Every week we do this. Hit them with a little bit of sweet chin music. And I only beef over cake like fruit. It's the barber and Ann Arbor, M.I.W. Go hard like. Where do we come from? What do we do? Dissect matches and break down moves. You're tuned in to an interlude. When I look into the middle of your mind, that's an interview. Independent, you better get with the movement. We only winning, we never been in the losing. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube and see us on the news so that we about to do that.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to MIW. We are the stuff here, right? Greetings and warm welcome. That is not like me, but I said it anyways. To all these wonderful viewers tuning in tonight, we have an electrifying live episode in store for you both on YouTube and Facebook. It's been a little while since we've done that one, Josh.
Yeah.
So we're kind of excited to do that, to have you here with us for that as well. For those watching on Facebook, I got to ask you to please head on over to Rasslin Rage YouTube channel when this is over, of course, because we don't want you to leave right now. That's at r2youtube.com. That's the letter R, the number 2, youtube.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
If you look at that button and it's red, you got to click it and you make it gray, and then you subscribe. So to all of our YouTube audience, after this live stream has concluded, please be sure to check out in the description, and that's for links to our social media profiles. That's for the Facebook, that's for the TikToks, that's for the Instagrams. Give us a follow, and that way you can stay up to date on all of the exciting happenings that are going on with Rasslin Rage.
That's a lot to say, huh, Josh?
No, I just can't talk.
Right. No matter where you're joining us at, from this special episode of Michigan Independent Weekly, we sincerely appreciate your support. Please show your love by giving this video a thumbs up on Facebook or on YouTube. Your interaction means the world to us.
Before we dive into all the thrilling content that's going on, we would like to express our gratitude, our sincerest gratitude to all of our fantastic sponsors.
Starting out with sponsors like Detroit Wrestling Connection,
the Kaos Wrestling Organization,
For Us Wrestling,
PKSA Karate Port Huron,
and American Wrestling Experience. All of their info is available down in the description on YouTube, so make sure you give them a like and a follow. Usually we have their what are the logos going. I haven't figured out how to do that here yet, but we will make that happen very, very soon. We're going to be right back after this short word, and we're going to be joined by Solo, who's got a big match coming up here at XICW. The whole reason why we're here right now to talk about that. But we're going to get to that in like a few, I don't know, what does it say? 23 seconds. Exactly, 23 seconds. So when we come back, Solo's in the house, and we're talking XICW. We're probably going to talk about Kyler Coleman a little bit too. I don't know if that's good or bad. What do you think, Josh?
I think it's good because I need to clean things out of my nails.
All right, after this, we'll be back.
It's time to talk about Michigan Independent Wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best thing. Breaking down the matches into each and every segment. Michigan Independent Wrestling. Tune into the channel, check your internet connection. Cody, Danny, Josh, they're the best thing. Breaking down the matches into each and every segment.
All right, we are back in the house, and joining us is the man, none other than Solo. Welcome back to the channel, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You have some, well, first of all, good news. You're back. I'm excited to see you back. I said this a few times before. I forget exactly to all the people that I've said this to, but I really appreciate I'm just looking at comments. Sorry about that. I would like to say thank you for you joining us tonight, first of all. But I also would like to say, welcome back to pro wrestling, because you suffered one of those injuries that could have been career ending. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah. It was a pretty steep one. It was a lot of people think that I broke my neck, which it's kind of like a break, but it was a spinal cord compression. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my discs in my neck got pushed into my spinal cord, and it was affecting other parts of my body, like my hands and my feet, and like feeling and nerves and stuff like that. So like
cool.
no bones themselves were actually broken in the neck, but I did have to get a disc removed, a fusion, and the spinal cord decompression. And now I'm back after I had surgery.
Oh wow! So from the injury, how long from the injury to where you were able to wrestle again? How long was it?
So collectively, it was 8 months, but by the doctor that actually did my surgery, he recommended that I take an extra month, even though he did actually say that like I could, after the 8-month mark from surgery to 8 months later, he said like I had that choice to start now, but he recommended me I take an extra month, just to get used to my body being at like 100% and getting my body back in shape to do like physical and like very extreme activities.
Yeah. Well, I would say what you do is pretty extreme. Some of the maneuvers that you pull off in that ring are hard on your body. So we are here to talk about XICW, the memorial show that's happening on June 17th in Lincoln Park, Michigan. But right now, we're specifically here to talk about a match that you're a part in. Now, I'm not very familiar with the name of the match. So could you go ahead and tell me exactly what the name of this match means?
So the name is a Shonen Showdown.
Okay.
Which the word showdown, you guys know what that means.
Well, I know show, but
it's a fight. It's
okay.
A fight to the fullest. And a shonen is actually a type of anime.
Okay.
It generally the main things it's kind of recognized by it's typically a lot of fighters, a lot of action packed TV shows geared towards the male viewers of anime.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
So for old people like you, Cody,
Shut up, John.
Dragon Ball Z is
Yes.
that classic shonen. So you got your Dragon Ball Z, your My Hero Academia, your One Piece.
See, he knows what he's talking about.
Well, yeah. See,
He's
not
very cultured.
Listen to this. He's cultured. I like pro wrestling. Does that make me cultured? Come on, man.
It does.
Right.
Pro wrestling, if not better, just as good as anime. Actually, I think they're the same thing. One is just animated.
All right. That's fair. That is fair. Okay. So there's been a little bit of back and forth on social media with Kyler Coleman a little bit here. But yeah,
that guy sucks.
I agree with the statement. What I want to know. So he attacked you at the House of Truth.
Yes, the place where I was training for the match we were supposed to have in I want to say
it was Marine City. Yeah, it was going to be
in Marine City.
Yep. At Kaos versus XICW.
But unfortunately, since he attacked me at the school, he re-aggravated my neck and gave me a strained neck before the match, and I was determined by a doctor that I wasn't fit enough or strong enough to compete. It'd be more dangerous than it would be to not get in.
Okay.
Now
fair.
you have this injury. After you have an absolutely amazing rookie year. You know, you're the person that everyone's talking about. You have this injury, and it kind of puts you on the sidelines for 8 months while you've got the toothpick going out there doing what the toothpick does. You get back, immediately you start building that momentum back, and he attacks you at the school, tweaks your neck. Does it give you a little bit of fear to get back in the ring with him, or does it give you that determination? Does it give you rage that you're gonna get in there and take those 8 months out on Kyler? How do you feel with that?
I like the word rage.
Definitely. I wouldn't say it made me afraid at all. It more pissed me off than anything. Like,
Fair.
I spent a good 9 whole months altogether trying to build my body back up so I could return to wrestling. And even at one point where I didn't think I was going to at all because of how like intense the injury was and how life-threatening it could be. But eventually it took me a long time to convince myself and to grow myself to be able to be back wrestling again and to almost be back where I was 8 months ago. It more pissed me off than anything. There isn't any fear, not from him or hurting my neck again. I felt that pain before and it didn't kill me before. And I don't think it's going to end me now.
Right.
So it more pisses me off, and I'm just going to use that rage in the Shonen Showdown.
So this is perfect. Like, I know Cody might not fully understand this, but this is perfect as far as saying the Shonen Showdown. Like, you just did your training arc, man. You did your time skip. You're coming back more powerful, better with a new skill set, and ready to take it out on the new villain.
Yeah, and you saw it even in the last match. Yeah, I was down for a minute, and yeah, it seemed kind of scary to everyone around, but a hurt neck couldn't stop me before, and it didn't stop me last match. You had to resort to bending the rules quite a bit, which has led us to this Shonen Showdown. Because if you're gonna just throw out one rule, we might as well throw out the rest of the rules, you know, and just fight it out.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair statement. You know, speaking of the last match, so he attacked you at House of Truth. You couldn't have the match at Chaos versus XICW. You guys do have the match at Lincoln Park Community Center at Red, Blue, and Screwed, or Blue?
Red, White, and Screwed.
Red, White, and Screwed. That's what it was with Kurt Angle. There was a time there where I thought you were done. Like, it was over. Like, totally, completely over. No bell rang, though. And, however, you came back out, didn't quite get the win, but there was video evidence showing that he bent the rules, right? He bent the rules slightly or got rid of a rule, and XICW seen that video and granted this match, even though Kyler Coleman was against it and was denying it, denied whatever. He had his Facebook thing or whatever it was on somewhere on social media that he was talking trash like he usually does. But so here you are now. XICW obviously seen the same thing you seen.
Recollect.
Yeah.
Or experienced.
Yeah, you could say. Are you happy about that? Because there was a good chance that the match might not even happen if they hadn't seen that.
You know, one thing I will have to say is, I have to give Kyler Coleman his props. I'm almost mad I didn't think of it myself. So smack me in the head with a title and then roll it under me. Pretty damn smart. I will give him that. He is a bright cookie.
A bright cookie.
but in him doing that, he kind of just, opened the floodgates because, like, I only followed the rules because, it's the honorable thing to do. Places of employment.
Well, you're an honorable man. See,
yeah.
You have honor. Kyler Coleman doesn't.
But once we have the okay, just throw the rules out the window. Come on now. I'm the anime assault. I didn't really want the rules. I just want to beat your ass. That's all I want to do.
Fair.
And with less obstacles in the way, honestly, Kyler Coleman should be more scared than I should be scared. Absolutely.
So there's no rules. And
yeah, the only rules are pinfall submission. That's it.
okay, pinfall submission. And you're already known to be one of those guys that go to high places. And I don't mean that in the same high places I go. I mean,
I go those places too now.
well, I mean, but when we think of high places in solo, we think top rope, we think, crazy maneuvers, things like that. Those are things that Kyler Coleman aren't known for. He's not known for crazy high maneuvers off the top ropes. What can we expect to see on the 17th out of solo?
You know what? Sometimes I surprise myself. You mentioned jumping off of things. I love to jump off of top ropes, off of the middle of the ropes. But I don't know what I'm doing. I might jump off a chair. I might jump off a wall. I might jump off a balcony. I might jump off the bleachers.
Oh no.
Or I'll put Kyler Coleman in an uncomfortable situation. Maybe I'll throw him off the top ropes, throw him down the bleachers, throw him out of the ring. Maybe I want to make somebody else fly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Well, one thing that he did mention on social media, he says that you two have faced each other in XICW a total of 5 times now. I believe he said, and you are
Right.
now. He leads that series 3-2. He says.
Yeah, he does lead that 3-2 with an asterisk because, I will admit the first 4, he has 2 wins. I have 2 wins. I will say those 2 losses I took, they were within inside the rules, and I can't take those wins away from him.
Except for the last one.
But 2-2 is even.
Yeah.
And the last one, we already know the story with that one.
That guy in his belt.
But now we're looking to correct that this Saturday.
Would you say that this match is really about putting a hurt on Kyler Coleman, evening up the score, and the belt on the line is really just icing on the cake?
No, not at all. The belt is part of the cake. Me being a lightweight, I take a lot of pride in being a lightweight. I've been wanting to be lightweight champion since I started wrestling, since I got
pretty
to
prestigious belt.
That's always been a goal of mine. It just so happens that the person holding it right now has pissed me off so much. Really, getting to beat up Kyler Coleman is the icing on the cake. The championship is the cake. The championship is the mission. And we're not leaving XICW without finishing the mission.
Fair enough. So before we let you get out of here, because we got to go over the information and do the big preview of XICW, because there's other matches too. It's a big night. It's a memorial show.
Yeah, we got a lot of bangers on the show.
Yeah, we got the Sheik. It's the Sheik, Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe, and the Bug Memorial Show. It happens every year. Yeah, it's like the 3rd or 4th year now. It's been going on, maybe more. I could be wrong.
I wish, sometimes I wish I could have got into the business earlier because I actually only had the pleasure of meeting the Bug once. And it was literally at my first wrestling event ever. Like my first performance ever. And like I said, I wish I could have known more. But my first impressions of him were he was a great guy. He filled the room with joy, and that one experience, he left me with a positive experience with my first introduction into the world of professional wrestling. So, RIP Bug.
All right, awesome sauce. So, you and Kyler facing off. We know it's happening. There's no way around it now. No rules. The only rules are it's got to end in a pinfall or a tap out, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're gonna head out. We're gonna get to the info, but any last words before you get out of here?
Not at all. Kyler Coleman, I'm coming. I'm ready. Let's go.
Well, that's all he's got to say. He's ready. And you know what?
I'm ready for Saturday. I'm at Saturday already.
Good. I'm ready too. I'm going to be commentating, so I'm looking very forward to the match. I'm looking forward to all the matches, but this one here with all the trash that guy talks. You know, he talks a lot of trash.
He talks better than he fights. I will say that.
I would agree with that one too. He talks better than he fights. That's why I say he's not known for the high flyers, but he can sure fucking talk. That's for sure. Well, we want to say thank you for joining us and talking a little trash about Kyler Coleman, because that's always a thing to do. It's fun. I like it. I like talking trash to him just as much as I like talking trash about him. So,
man, if it was a talking championship, man, he'd be the longest reigning.
That is great. For those of you that are watching, if you're on YouTube, down in the description, there are some links so that you can follow Solo on his Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you do that so that way you can stay up to date on things that are going on with Solo, because he works at other companies too, and you can catch him there. So again, thank you, sir. Have yourself a great night.
You as well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We'll see you Saturday, brother. All right. So Solo's a good guy. I really enjoy Solo. He's a good young kid, and I really hope that he keeps going, and because I see a bright future for him.
There's no hope about it, man. There's a fire into his ass that's not going to go out for a long time.
Absolutely. So now let's go to the exciting announcements. Mark your calendars for Saturday, June 17th, as XICW has a spectacular event lined up for you at the Lincoln Park Community Center.
Prepare for an intense battle as hometown hero Chuck Stein returns to the Lincoln Park Center and returns to XICW to face none other than the legendary Madman Pondo. You know things are going to be insane when those two get in the ring against each other. Expect blood. You can expect sweat. You can expect punk rock energy in this long-awaited match.
That's right. The Grey Wolves have faced a major upheaval. Jarrus has emerged as the new pack leader, but it came at a cost as he sacrificed his own brother, Jimmy, to the Purge last month. You don't want to be sacrificed to the Purge. That's not a good time. As he did sacrifice his brother, he gave out a defiant cry as he said, "I am the Alpha." And he told his brother Jimmy that he is nothing. Jarrus made this statement while he was leaving the XICW ring as his brother was getting demolished by the Purge.
Hey, I've watched enough Game of Thrones. It's supposed to be the solo wolf dies, the pack survives. You shouldn't turn your back on your brother. Get ready for an explosive face-off between Soul Taker and Mongo as they compete for Chaos Wrestling Organization versus XICW. We had that show and XICW was able to pull off the win, but Mongo's not going to let that lie like that. XICW, this will be for bragging rights. Once again, the show didn't end in Chaos's best viewpoints. Tensions have been running high as Chaos has unleashed Mongo, the Michigan-made monster, alongside with Jeremiah Goldman, the 24-karat lion, and they will be targeting every XICW mainstay, every single one of them. This clash will be nothing short of brutal, and you know Soul Taker's going to say, I don't care if you're a Michigan-made monster, I don't care if you're a 24-karat lion, no souls matter.
All right, so I'm probably going to F this name up. The Monroes, consisting of the Midwest heavyweight champion, MM3, and Downriver champion, DBA, the one and only, join forces once again to take on the Stars. Former tag team champion Apollo and his son, I hope this, is it Cassius?
Cassius.
All right. The Proving Ground Championship. Oh, no, it doesn't. That's not right. There is no
Proving Ground Tag Team Championship?
No, the Proving Ground Championship is Adam Wick. I don't know why that's there. That's my fault. Go ahead.
Witness the clash of the Death Threat Army's Bastard Son versus the Death Threat Army's Black Diamond. And Adam, Cody, you only put Adam Wick here. We both know that's not right. It is Adam fucking Wick. Say the full name. Adam fucking Wick will face off against the Black Diamond Jack Price. It's a battle that will leave you on the edge of your seat. You know Jack Price wants to put Adam Wick in his place, but Adam Wick don't like being put in his place.
I don't think Adam Wick likes being put in any place. You know, I'm just saying. In a highly anticipated showdown, the United States champion, Aaron O'Ryan, defends his title against former Extreme Intense champion, Dre Jacobs. Expect a hard-hitting encounter where both warriors will leave everything in the ring except for that coveted championship.
Whew. And last but not least, we have an extraordinary moment as they induct the icon, the fun-loving criminal, the original Jamie Cox. Jamie Cox. I'm so sorry. My brain just started chanting Cox. The original Jamie Cox and referee Brian Gore in this prestigious XICW Hall of Fame.
That is right. Get ready for an unforgettable night of wrestling action and excitement. Don't miss a moment of this incredible live episode, and let's make it a night to remember.
Tickets for this event are only $30 for the front row, $25 for the for GA on the main floor or the bleachers. I'm sorry, $25 for GA on the main floor, $20 for tickets on the bleachers, and kids in the bleachers are only $10.
Are you okay?
I'm good.
You need a minute? You need to take a hit? You need a dab?
Maybe that's it. Maybe I need a dab.
I'll give you a dab, bro. The address for the XICW Memorial Show is 3525 Dix Highway in Lincoln Park, Michigan. Jamie Cox is getting inducted to the XICW Hall of Fame on Dix Highway.
It's the little miracles in life.
Yeah.
Doors open at 6:30. The bell is scheduled for 7:30. It is also XICW. So make sure that you're there. Make sure that you're excited. Make sure that you're ready for that to not happen on time.
It'll happen on time.
XI time.
Thank you for joining us tonight. We highly appreciate you here. Listen, like, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff. Head on over to the YouTube channel if you're on Facebook, r2youtube.com, the letter R, the number 2, youtube.com. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. We really appreciate it. We would like to thank our wonderful sponsors, PKSA Karate Port Huron, Detroit Wrestling Connection, American Wrestling Experience, For Us Wrestling, and Kaos Wrestling Organization. All their links are also available down in the description on YouTube. Thank you again for joining us, and we're going to get out of here. You got anything to say, Josh?
XICW is always putting on an amazing show, but when it's a memorial show for the BUF and G, all the stops are pulled out. This is the show that they talk about for the rest of the year. Gotta go.
That is right. So thank you, everybody. We are out of here, I think. Yeah, we are.
This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage.
Cody Fleming is the man that leads the brigade.